So guys, we've recently had the panel at San Diego Comic-Con 2019 where they spoke about Marvel's Phase 4 and possibly Phase 5. Now I'm going to give my thoughts on it. Don't forget to leave yours down below in that comment section, of course. It's all about your opinions as much as it is on this channel, talking with Jay Springett. So without further ado guys, let's jump straight into it. Black Widow coming out in May 1st, 2020. This is the first movie which we know of coming out in Phase 4, and this is going to be revisiting Budapest and introducing Taskmaster, which a lot of people are definitely going to be excited for, including myself. They actually released an image of the Taskmaster on a poster with Black Widow, which looked great, and this features David Harbour, which I'm super excited to see him in the MCU, obviously coming from Stranger Things and a bunch of other great stuff, as well as Florence Pugh and many more, which is going to be great. And the main thing about this movie is obviously Black Widow being in a movie, as well as obviously Scarlett Johansson reprising that role. Nobody else replacing her. We know obviously Black Widow as Scarlett Johansson and the other way, vice versa. I'm super excited to see this because obviously she deserves a solo movie. Everybody else got a solo movie, and I'm sure this character is definitely anticipated for a movie from many people, including myself. I'm sort of curious to see what they do with this movie, because this character, obviously we know what happens in Endgame, and a lot of heartstrings were pulled with this character, and I'm sure a lot of people really anticipating and hoping they really utilise the character even more, because I've heard a lot of people dislike what they did with the character, the way they utilised her. They didn't really put her up to the potential which she could have got to, and stuff like that. So this is the time where your opinions could change for the people who even hate what they did with the character, and I'm sure this movie is going to be great. Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV series coming out in the fall of 2020. Obviously this is going to be on the Disney app. All I know of this is the villain is going to be Baron Zemo, obviously from the Captain America franchise. We've seen him before, and this is going to be definitely utilising him and going back to the comic version of him, which I heard, which is going to be great. I like that side of him, and it's obviously featuring Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan reprising their roles. This is going to be great because it's a TV series, and this is the first one, so this sort of has that sort of fragrance of the Captain America still there. You still sort of feel like the Captain America, and obviously Falcon is going to be using that Captain America shield, reprising the role, taking on from Steve's role. Do they have the Winter Soldier go bad? Do they have him stay good and help Falcon? We don't know. There's so many questions when it comes to these TV series that Marvel are releasing, but this is the fun of it. Then we have the Eternals coming out November 6th, 2020. Now all I know about this is it's a race of immortal aliens sent to Earth to protect mankind from the deviants. Now it's a great story, obviously coming from the multiverse, which obviously, and the alien sort of thing, which Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel introduced into the MCU, which is going to be great. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. I'm not really understand the whole Eternals thing. A lot of people read a lot of comics and read into it a lot. Me personally, I don't know the whole ins and outs, but it's something for me to look forward to, and I've heard great things about it. Now the things for me is it features Richard Madden, Kamal Nanjiani, Salma Hayek, and the big one, Angelina Jolie, into the MCU, which I'm very excited to see Angelina Jolie and the other actors in this as well. They had some, I didn't know by their names, but when they came on, when I was watching the panel, I was actually, that's a great actress, that's a great actor, and I really was noticing a lot of people throughout the whole press conference, because this is a big name for Marvel, and it just goes to show they're really bringing the big guns to really boost Marvel into a whole new level where DC kind of catch them. And then we go on to another one which I don't know nothing about, to be honest with you, apart from obviously what I've heard from the panel itself and from interviews and stuff. But this is ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now this comes out in 2021, the first one, and this comes out in February 12th, 2021. Now the main thing for me that I know about this movie, and I'm definitely excited for, is the Mandarin will finally be in an MCU movie as a key villain, not a side villain, a side character or a joke, sort of like they made him in the Iron Man movie. They're going to actually feature him in as a main villain. That's the one thing I wanted to mention, because that is something that's really special to me. Now that's a character I do know of, and I do know the potential of the character. I'm just hoping that they really execute it with. I don't know nothing really much about these last two, but I did want to mention them for you guys. Of course, WandaVision comes out in spring 2021. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany obviously reprising their roles as Vision and Wanda, obviously Scarlet Witch. The story of this spot is pretty much understanding both these characters a bit more, obviously post-Endgame, maybe pre-Endgame a little bit, I'm not too sure on that, but I've heard there's a lot to do with post-Endgame, especially building up Scarlet Witch, obviously going into her future and telling us a bit more about her in the MCU, which I'm definitely looking forward to, because Scarlet Witch is a character, again, sort of like the Black Widow, which really hasn't been utilised to the maximum potential, and I feel like this series could do that. And obviously the romance between Vision and Wanda is incredible. We've seen that through the MCU. What can they do different? And I think this TV series, obviously what we've heard from Kevin Feige himself, all these television series and stuff that's being announced are things which they've had planned and the things they've wrote down and they'd never thought they'd utilise, and now they are. And I feel like this is definitely one of them, which is going to be a surprise to people. A lot of people just think it's going to be about a lot of romance and stuff, but I think they're actually going to include a lot of other great stuff into this. Now, this also leads on to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse Madness. This comes out in May 7th, 2021. This, in my opinion, is probably the first or second most anticipated movie for me when it comes to the MCU, because I'm a big Doctor Strange fan, and when I watched Doctor Strange 1 I was just blown away. It wasn't like the best movie out of the whole MCU, but really what it did and what it introduced and how they went about it and everything, this just got me so excited, especially obviously after watching Endgame and Infinity War. The character of Doctor Strange is really crucial to this timeline, and this will explore the multiverse as we know, and apparently in quotes is going to be the first scary MCU movie, which sounds very exciting. Obviously not going to be like a horror slasher or nothing like that, but this is definitely going to be something which they really use the magical elements, and Benedict Cumberbatch obviously reprising his role as Doctor Strange, a great actor. I love him in this role, and every role pretty much he's been in I think he's been great. But this will also lead with Scarlet Witch being introduced into this. Obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Elizabeth Olsen in this movie as Scarlet Witch. Now, obviously, being after WandaVision, obviously, I'm guessing they're going to build her up in that series to this movie, and apparently also sort of links with the series of WandaVision, a little bit reflected in it. So I like the fact they're including the TV series a little bit and using the TV series to the maximum to really build up these movies, and I think that's a great thing. But yeah, as I said, this is definitely something to look forward to. She's going to be the witch in it. You've got a magician, you've got a witch. This is going to be fun. Loki, this comes out in spring 2021. Now, this pretty much goes over, as Kevin Feige says, what happened to Loki after Endgame and Infinity War. Pretty much just shows you in this TV series, and he's been confirmed very much alive. That's all we pretty much know. Being after the whole multiverse movie, which sort of makes sense because maybe they could clear a lot of things up in the whole WandaVision and Doctor Strange movie and stuff like that. And also, when I actually watched the panel, I wanted to mention it. The chance for Loki was unbelievable. It just goes to show how much this character is loved. Tom Hiddleston will absolutely smash this. I've got no doubt in my mind. I don't think this is going to be the best TV show which they make, but I think it's definitely going to be one of the ones anticipated and one of the ones most watched, because the love for this character of Loki is just absolutely unreal and absolutely deserved. Now, another TV series announced, and it's actually an animation TV series called What If. This comes out in summer 2021. Jeffrey Wright will be voicing this TV series, and will include other characters that we love, that we're seeing now in the future. Also, some characters that we've loved, that we've lost, reprising their roles or even doing new roles, which is going to be great. The ones that have been announced are Killmonger, Bucky, Thanos, Banner and Hulk, Loki, Nick Fury, Thor, Peggy, Black Panther, Nebula, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Hank Pym, Jane Foster Korg, the Grandmaster, and Yondu, etc. There's so many names which have been released for this TV series, animation TV series, which I'm definitely looking forward to. This is definitely one of the ones I'm sort of thinking it's going to be very overlooked, and I don't think it's going to be very rated highly for when it actually comes out. I don't think a lot of people are going to go in thinking it's going to be great and it's just going to blow people away. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I see a lot of potential with this. There's not really been much announced when it comes to what they're going to go into when it comes to the stories, but this is their sort of series which they can sort of have fun with it, and that's what's going to be fun. And you're going to see all these characters in animation, which is going to be great. Hawkeye in the fall of 2021. Now this sets after Endgame, Jeremy Renner reprising his role as Hawkeye, and he will be training Kate Bishop to become the new Hawkeye. Now this will also include Ronin partly in it as well, his story of Ronin a little bit, and they will experiment a lot with this character, and I'm hoping this Hawkeye character will really do a lot in this TV series, because Hawkeye again is another character which was overlooked and only really used to his sort of potential in Endgame, really, because obviously we see him as Ronin, coming back as Hawkeye a little bit. I really don't see the Hawkeye character being utilised to the potential, and I think obviously with this whole after Endgame stuff, could they really utilise the character to the potential? I think they could. And I think with obviously Kate Bishop being in this as well, it's just a great addition to the MCU as well. I just think Jeremy Renner's great as Hawkeye. I'm definitely looking forward to this. This is a one which I'm least looking forward to when it comes to the TV series, but I still believe that this is going to be great in its own way. And the last announcement, which was Thor Love and Thunder, coming out November 5th, 2021. This will introduce the first female Thor. Now obviously the female Thor being announced as Natalie Portman, which is a great choice because she's been in these movies as Jane Foster, which really, to be honest, a lot of people don't like the first two Thor movies, and they have their own reasons and stuff, and I understand a lot of it, and really that character of Jane has really suffered and sort of been pushed to the side, and I'm glad they're bringing her back and really doing something great with her. Obviously Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson reprise their roles as Thor and Valkyrie, and I'm hearing a lot about, they haven't even read the scripts yet, they don't know too much about it, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they can do with this. I'm a massive is even an understatement when it comes to being a fan of Thor, and also the character of Valkyrie. I'm really a big fan of Valkyrie in the last couple of movies. I'm just super excited to what they can do here. Does this really introduce Thor into the Guardians of the Galaxy? Because obviously Natalie Portman's character Jane taking over as the new Thor. What do they do here? I'm super excited. I'm sure you guys are too. So all these things sound so great. We got dates for all these, and we got obviously names and stories and things to look forward to. But Phase 5, there was 3 remaining dates on there, and that was the February 18th, 2022, May 6th, 2022, and July 29th, 2022. Now these are 3 remaining dates, and now what was also mentioned in the press conference, which were key to this press conference, were Black Panther 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Captain Marvel 2, Fantastic Four, which everybody went nuts, X-Men or Mutants they'd like to call it, as well as the upcoming, which I am most excited about, but really angry it ain't soon, is Blade. Now Blade is going to be played by Mahershala Ali. If you know me and you've seen my top 10 movies of the year so far, you've seen my Green Book review, you've seen my Alita Battle Angel review, and I've also seen him in obviously a ton of other stuff as well, but I haven't really reviewed it on the channel. I am a massive fan of this actor and what he has done and what he is doing. I'm glad they chose him for the role. Obviously Snipes being getting on a little bit now, so they need to find someone of that character, that sort of look, and I feel that they've chose a great actor to play this role. He came out obviously with the hat, everybody went ballistic, and even myself watching it, I went ballistic, and it was just a great thing. So hearing them, you got the 3 dates as I've mentioned, you've got all them big movies which are coming out in Phase 5, and there's my other questions are really, is there going to be another Spider-Man movie? Obviously, Far From Home was a big hit because obviously what it introduced, being the multiverse, obviously, as well as the cliffhangers in which it left. Also, Ant-Man. What's going to happen with Ant-Man? Is it going to be another Ant-Man 3 movie? Is it going to, or even the Wasp movie? Or what are they going to do with that sort of franchise? As well as what will the Hulk be used for? Now, obviously, I know it's probably going to be used in the What If series, but in movie-wise, are they going to recreate the Hulk movie or do something with the Hulk? Or are they going to include the Hulk in one of these movies which we don't know about? So they're the questions I've got left really questioning myself. Let me know, obviously, your thoughts on them 3 questions down below in the comments, of course, and let me know what you think of Phase 5 as a whole. But me, in my opinion, I want to go over quickly. Blade, I am absolutely mega excited to see what they do with that, and I'm gutted that ain't soon enough. X-Men and the mutant stuff I'm super excited for, because I really do think that and the Fantastic Four are 2 things which everybody wants to succeed, and everybody loves the franchises and the characters, and they just want it to do well. See, Captain Marvel, obviously the first movie not being a big hit to many people, because obviously the actress obviously coming out and saying a lot of stuff, but me, I personally enjoyed the movie. It was a great movie, introducing a lot of things to the Marvel Universe and being a great character, which I've really done well in Endgame, in my opinion. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Out of all, obviously, Captain Marvel, Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the one I want to succeed most, because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, in my opinion, a lot of people do enjoy the movie, and that's fine, that's absolutely fine, but me, I didn't think it achieved what number 1 did, and I want it to just come close, at least number 3. And I'm hoping they use 4 in number 3 as well, because a lot of people want that 4 with the Guardians, and the whole question mark over that is obviously Gamora and things like that. So what they going to do with that, and obviously Peter Quill and stuff. There's so many questions when it comes to that, and I'm looking forward to seeing the answers. And Black Panther 2 being an anticipated movie for sure, because Black Panther 1 really done so well, and the cast we love, and we need to see more of the Black Panther. We really do. There's very minimal which we know. Well, obviously we got most of it in Black Panther. Obviously we got quite a bit in Civil War as well, but really everything else has just been him fighting and everybody else fighting. I want to see what goes on. And also, is Killmonger going to be a part of it, or Claw? Obviously I know Claw got killed off. Does he come back? There's so many questions with that franchise as well. So there's so much to look forward to, you guys. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, of course, down below in that comment section. Of course, what you're looking forward to, what you're not looking forward to. Let me know everything in the comment section down below. Of course, smash the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let us know you enjoy the content I'm giving you, and to give you more videos just like this one, stay tuned on the channel, guys, by subscribing and hitting that bell for much more. There's a bunch of Marvel and DC stuff upcoming on the channel, as well as on the channel, which you guys aren't going to want to miss. When it comes to movies and TV series, we review, we rank from the worst to the best, and also we react to trailers. So subscribe and hit the bell, you won't be disappointed. So without further ado, guys, I've been me, you've been you, and I'll see you next time, guys, on Talking with Jay Springer.